everyone, and welcome to Community Connections. I'm Marnie Yule, your host, and it is the final show in October, which we have been celebrating as our Halloween month. But anybody who knows and is aware or has experienced anybody with breast cancer, October is also known as Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I'm wearing my pink because as a survivor, I always want to share my story, but let people know the importance of mammograms, the importance of getting checked, and how we need to take charge of our health. One of the best things we have in Prescott Valley in the Quad Cities is our Breast Care Center. And joining me is Kathy Hoffer. She's the manager of our Breast Care Center. And all I can say is thank you, Kathy, for what you do over there, for making such a warm and inviting environment for women facing a lot of times the most stressful day of their lives. So Kathy, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today.
Good to have you. So how long have you been at the Breast Care Center?
I've been at the Breast Care Center for probably about 7 years, around that, as the manager, around that. And I love it when lots of people tell us that, that they love the warm environment. And I think that one of the things that really sets our breast center apart from other areas is the people that work there. Because like you said, when you are very nervous or scared about something, it really takes the right person to calm your fears. We're going to take good care of you, and we're going to walk you through all of this.
Well, now, aren't your volunteers two of the most wonderful angels of the world?
Yes.
They're all survivors also.
Many of them are either survivors or they have a family member.
Right, so they've experienced it.
Yes, they've experienced it, and they understand the importance of that hope.
Well, now, October has been designated as Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Do you know where that goes back to? Years and years and years?
I don't actually know how long. It's been a long time.
I know it has, and when you're living your daily lives and never really affected by it, it's a month and you wear pink and you support.
Right.
But when you've experienced it, it takes on a whole different dynamic that you really want to share and remind everybody, women and men, how important their breast care health is. So guide us through a little bit about the Breast Care Center. Tell us about, just walk us through it a little bit. Maybe there's folks that have been there before.
Okay. So predominantly, of course, we like to always start with screening. We don't, when somebody has a problem and they come to us, then, but we, of course, will work up that problem, but we really like to get to a person before they notice anything, because the smaller you can find a breast cancer, the more your success rate is for your survival. And, there are breast cancers now. We are winning in this. We have more and more survivals that, like you, tell a story of survival, no longer that horrible story, but a great story of get your mammogram, they found it, I went through treatment, and I'm singing and dancing now.
Right. And let's say and don't get me wrong, mammograms are all important.
Yes.
But some mammograms are done by technology that even detects even smaller than maybe some of the others. And we're blessed to have that at the Breast Care Center.
So we have the technology of the tomosynthesis or the 3D, which a lot of places are having that, but there's still some that don't. And that is especially helpful for those women who have dense breast. We know that when a woman has dense breast, that's going to increase her chances of breast cancer. And so it's very vital that we're able to see through the layers. That's how 3D works, is it, instead of taking an image, I explain it this way to my patients, instead of looking through the forest from the edge, you're walking through the forest and you're looking at each tree as you're going through.
Oh, okay.
And that's very different. So for those women a lot of them know who they are, they have dense breast, we always want to make sure that we're doing 3D or tomosynthesis on them for their screenings. We also have one of the only stereotactic biopsy machines that also can target off of a 3D. So you're talking a very small slice in the breast that is suspicious, that we're able to biopsy that accurately on that. And we're very privileged to have that.
And that was me. Just a little background. I had a mammogram 1 year in November. A year later, kind of a year and 2 months, so January the following year, I had a mammogram. First one was clear, second one showed just a little abnormality, and going forward, it was, but of the tiniest, of the earliest stage, and, successful outcome at this point. And as all of us do, we pray every year that we get that clean mammogram, but, your outlook is much more positive when you get it, take early detection like that. And that's the beauty of the tomosynthesis that we have,
Yes.
And again, I always say from soup to nuts, but you go in, you have your mammogram, and if there's an abnormality, they walk you through the whole procedure all the way to, ultimately, if you were required to have surgery, you're there with your people
Yes.
that have held your hand all the way. And the imaging is incredible.
And I think that you touched on a really critical point that some people do not understand. How important it is to have your prior mammograms available for the reading. Because just like you said, it was a very subtle finding. It was based on a change in the breast. And those are that's the best way to find something very small.
But it also reminds you how important it is to do it yearly.
Yes, regularly.
Absolutely. I mean, to go from nothing to something in that, in that period of time, if it hadn't been longer, it's, trust me, they're not going to go away on their own.
Right.
Chances are they're just going to grow and be much more invasive later on when they are
Right.
discovered. So you want to get them found early. And we talk about the importance of, getting those mammograms. And for some women, it's like, I don't have insurance, I can't afford it. Kathy, fundraising, we do things to make it available to every woman in our community. There is no reason for not to have a mammogram because there's scholarships, there's help available.
Yes, our foundation, we are very blessed in this community to have an outpouring of support from the community that donates and does fundraisers for us every year in October. It's absolutely amazing, and it always touches me and touches several of the people that work at the breast center of how every year consistently, it's not a one-time thing, it's every year certain organizations will support the breast care center, and those things, that money goes, because breast cancer is not going away, and neither are people in need.
Right.
And every year, we have people that don't have insurance, or they've fallen in between insurance, or they have a really high deductible, and that would deter them from
Right.
taking care of themselves. They're kind of hoping it will go away.
We're going to take a short break here. When we come
Okay.
back, we got a couple of those fundraisers coming up that we want to share with you, but also a little bit more of the statistics on the way it affects women in our community and what to look for. Short break, we'll be right back.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse,
Yes.
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back.
when you want to talk, I'm here.
Welcome back to Community Connections. I'm joined by Kathy Hoffer again, YRMC Breast Care Center Manager. We're talking about October being Breast Care Awareness Month, and we're probably going on, but this is a topic that's near and dear to our hearts. She works there. She manages the most incredible place that I think makes a difference in women's lives. And of course, as a survivor I can't say enough about it and supporting my fellow women and getting their mammograms. So, Kathy, let's talk about a little bit of the statistics because, you know, I remember being young and footloose and fancy-free. I'm still footloose and fancy-free, do not get me wrong. But I remember, you know, you don't think about it, but the recommended age to get a baseline mammogram is how old now?
So we're still recommending that you get your first mammogram between 35 and 40.
Okay,
Okay, that
okay.
would be your baseline. And the reason why baseline is so important is because, as we talked in the previous, is that comparison. We're looking for subtle changes in the breast patterns that could indicate an issue. And then after that, you know, the American College of Radiology still recommends yearly mammograms. I know that there's other recommendations out there, but it's still, if you're going to catch things very small so that it is minimally invasive to your life,
Absolutely.
you want to catch it when it's very small, and that only happens when you do it every year. So we still recommend yearly mammograms from that point.
I do too. I mean, no way after, I mean, just based on my experience alone.
Yes,
I would
exactly.
never say wait 2 years. I mean, you
know.
just don't know what you might be hiding and
Right.
get it done right away. So again, I know recommendations come from a variety of sources, look where they are, but, you know, listen to the experts, talk to your fellow survivors, that people that have been there can really speak to the heart of the importance of having it yearly, you know. And then again, how many women are diagnosed with it? What is the percentage now?
The last statistic that I read was that 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. And unfortunately, some women, they say, well, I'm not going to get a mammogram because I don't have any family history. But the family history portion of those women is actually not the majority. It's maybe 10 or 15%.
I have no family history.
Right,
No family
exactly.
history. I have actually truly never any underlying risk factors other than I
Exactly.
was over 60 and female, which is really cute when my doc said that because it's one of the few things you cannot change too,
Right,
you know,
right.
but it is what it is. And even more so that you take this time in October, especially because you are reminded of it. So you can schedule your mammogram in October. The next October, you're wearing pink and you're saying, yes, it's time for my mammogram again. Let's talk a little bit about men, because I know we have a man cave at the Breast Care Center.
We do. We have a man cave. Now, we don't screen men for
Right.
breast cancer, but we do have men that still have issues.
Right,
with their
that might be
breast.
sent to you or
Yes,
referred
oh,
by
yeah,
their
because
physician.
the Breast Care Center is Breast Care Center for all people.
Right.
And we don't want men to feel odd coming there, so we put them in their own little spot.
Great.
Yeah, in a little man cave where they can stay and not feel that, you know, embarrassed by it.
Right, right, but it's so important for them also
Oh,
to,
absolutely.
you know, as is anything that you need to have checked because you have
Yes.
whether it's, you know, prostate or, you know, what is it, No Shave Movember too for the
Yes.
men, you know, we actually, you know, move into next month and we'll support that because that's also something that is quite common in men. So again, you know, you have yours, we have ours, you know, and we all work together to support one another.
Right.
Continuing the care and keeping everybody healthy and, you know, ultimately alive, because that's our goal. I love the Breast Care Center. Of course, I always say the first time I went there was like a spa. Women, I had a mom. My mom has passed, but she didn't pass from breast cancer, so it was something else. But she never had a mammogram, and it was the most frustrating thing for me was, Mom, you know, have a mammogram, but, you know, the fear of the machine.
Right.
And that should not be a factor any longer. The machines are so much different than they were,
No.
let's say, 20 years ago.
And we actually employ some other newer techniques. I mean, there is still compression, but we have like it used to be that everything came down very parallel. Now we have spring-loaded paddles, which kind of come down and shape to the breast more so than previously. We also put little flowers on the receptor, on the detector, and that makes it not so cold and not so hard.
They think of everything.
So we've really tried hard to maintain, and our techs are trained to give enough compression, because we do need to give compression
Sure.
to give an adequate mammogram of good quality, but not so much that you're, you know, walking out and you're saying, I'll never do that again. That was horrible.
Very gentle.
I am so stunned at how many women come in on their first mammogram and they're terrified. And after it's done, I say, so how was it? They say, oh, I don't know why people are saying all these terrible things about it, because it really wasn't that bad.
It's not that bad.
Right.
Right, and for that, and even if there is a moment of discomfort, it's so worth it in the long end
It
to
is.
walk out and say, I had my mammogram, I'm clean, I'm moving on to the
Yep,
next year, you know?
exactly.
It's that fun. And for women that, let's say, we all come in all sizes. The girls
Oh,
are,
yes.
all over the place. So, somebody might say, well, I really don't have enough to examine. That's not true.
No.
Matter whether you're an A or a triple D, whatever.
doesn't matter.
It's so important that you get it done, and
Yes.
the machines accommodate everybody. So,
Oh, yes.
and really, truly, breast cancer does not, discriminate. It truly, it does not matter if you're
Right.
going to have a, an abnormality or something's going to show. Well, we did talk about a couple of things, because one of the Yavapai Regional Medical Center Foundation is, and the organizations that are passionate through supporting the Breast Care Center have a variety of programs that, they partner with, and I want to share two of them. One is called a Sea of Pink parking lot party at the Movement Studio, their annual breast cancer awareness fundraising event. Sasanaz and Layla Halenka will lead in a Pink Decades themed dance fitness class. Well, I was there last year, danced my little booty off for breast care, and we raised over $1,000 for the Breast Care Center.
fun.
So you can come to the Movement Studio on Monday at 5:30, Monday the 26th at 5:30. They're located at 6425 East 2nd Street in Prescott Valley. And dance, there's raffles, there's goodies, social distancing, obviously, we're out in the parking lot this time, so creating a very fun but safe atmosphere to raise money for the Breast Care Center. Also on Sunday, October 25th, Breast Friends parking lot dance again at Anytime Fitness. They're having an event for the Breast Care Center, again, a live DJ, raffle prizes, lots of fun and snacks. This is $15 and $25, but it all goes to the Breast Care Center. So $25 is a VIP ticket. I think you get a hat or something special signifying that you participated, but $15. And again, all proceeds from both of these events, both these dance events at the Movement Studio and at Anytime Fitness support our Breast Care Center. And that's women coming together to support women. Kathy, thank you so much for joining us. October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We're here, we're working together, and one of these days, we're going to get rid of it. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
Thanks for
short
having
break.
me.
We'll be right back for some Halloween fun.
I'm good,
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
but I have a story, and I don't know where to start.
I feel alone in a crowd.
I can't sleep.
I feel overwhelmed.
I don't even know who I am anymore.
I still have nightmares.
I can't live like this anymore.
I'm really not so good. But are you ready to listen?
Roll over. Chance high five. All right. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and... I am totally a hat person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
And welcome back to Community Connections. Well, we changed over. It's Halloween. And we've got so many great things going on in the community. Joining me is Bryce Schauwecker. She is with Parks and Recreation, talking about the big event coming up on Friday, October 30th. Yes, we are decked out for Halloween here. And please don't be scared. The spider's going to get me later on. No. Yes, we will have trick-or-treat. Halloween lives and breathes every year. But due to COVID, people are taking precautions, and so therefore I'm getting calls at the chamber all the time about, is there trick-or-treating, is there trick-or-treating? Trick-or-treating is like a non-community event on itself. People, I mean, kids go house trick-or-treating. It's not an organized event. I think it'll happen no matter what, because that's what people do.
Yep.
Maybe they'll be wearing masks. You know, I hope everybody's practicing, you know, being safe out there. But we do have a variety of events going on in the community, and the town of Prescott Valley is hosting one again, like I said, on Friday, October 30th. And Bryce is here to share about Jack-O-Lantern Town.
Jack-O-Lantern Town. Yeah, so it's a free event for our community, just another way if people aren't quite ready to do their full-blown trick-or-treating yet. We're providing a safe, socially distant event here at the Civic Center. We'll be showing Bugs Bunny Halloween.
Now, wait a minute, you said Halloween. Sound effects, Mark.
Yeah, so we'll be showing that a couple times throughout the night. So if you can't make it to the first showing, we have 2 more showings after that. The movies will be at 5:45, 6:30, and 7:30.
Oh, okay.
And in between those times, we're going to have photo booths. We'll have music playing the entire time. We'll have a couple princesses there to get some photo opportunities with. And then the Dark Knight himself, Batman, will be there too for photo opportunities. Yeah.
It starts at 5:30. No, what time is that? Starts at
Starts at
5.
5.
It's starting to get a little dark about then. So where are we holding this so that we can see?
So the event itself, again, is at the Civic Center, but we're going to be holding it actually on the theater on the green.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be a lit up event. It's not going to be too dark, and it won't be too scary for the little ones either. We're also asking the community to bring their jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, because we're going to do a jack-o'-lantern walk around the Civic, or around the theater on the green, for people to show off their carving.
Oh, so you're asking to bring carved jack-o'-lanterns.
yeah.
Oh, that's so much fun. That's the best part about pumpkins.
I know.
We can make it look like this one, which is not real scary.
Great example.
But that is good. A good example.
Yeah.
So, is there a contest? Are there prizes? I'm
We-
getting all excited. Is there a contest? Is there prizes? Kenny, no.
So we're going to be giving away goodie bags for both adults and
Oh.
children. It's a first come, first serve. And within those goodie bags, there'll be some giveaways, some prizes, candy, of course. And actually, the police station will be there as well, giving away candy and fun light up accessories that the kids can wear, especially when
glow-in-the-dark
they're
things.
Yeah, especially when they go trick or treating.
Now, are you recommending they come in costume?
Yes, we're definitely recommending you come in costume, because what's a Halloween event without a costume?
I agree.
We also encourage that people wear masks, that they stay socially distant from each other, at least from other family groups.
Right.
And then, too, the event is going on from 5 o'clock to 8:30, so there's plenty of time. Don't feel rushed to make it right away. We're going to be having events throughout the entire night.
Right, so that, like, the show times are 5:45, 6:30, and 7:30, so you can still, especially if you work or something, you're not off on time on Friday, you can still get home, get the kids dressed up, grab the
Yep.
jack-o'-lantern, and come down at 6:30 and still have the whole evening of fun, so you're not gonna run out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. Well, it's a great idea. I mean, we tried to, I understand, you know, the need to be careful. The Lions Club and Arizona Business League had to cancel their safe trick-or-treat this year, but that is always a big indoor event, and there was just no way that, based on the CDC guidelines that came out about Halloween, that we could really safely put that event on, me being a lion, roar. So unfortunately, we did have to cancel, which broke all of our hearts and everybody's, because it's such a fun event for us to give to the community and bringing the trick-or-treat opportunity. So is this considered a trick-or-treat opportunity, or is this more of a Halloween fun gathering with activities to do throughout the evening? And yes, you will get some candy, whether it's the police department or, you know, when you bring your jack-o'-lanterns, but it's not necessarily trick-or-treating around
Correct.
different vendor tables and things. No.
Yeah, not an official trick or treat.
Okay.
It's just an event for people to get out, to get in their Halloween spirit before the night of actual Halloween.
Right.
But yeah, no real trick or treating for this one.
But it's going to be fun.
But it's
and
gonna
it's
be
free.
fun.
It's free.
Yes.
And sponsored by the town of Prescott Valley. Obviously, a great place to come Friday night. A good way to kick off your Halloween weekend, since Halloween falls on Saturday this year, which is pretty exciting because
I know.
now you can kind of hang out and not get up early on the next day to go back to school or work or whatever
Give
we're
a
doing.
sugar crash from all that Halloween candy you're
Right.
eating, you'll be okay.
And it's Friday night too, so it keeps you from of having to, worry about being at two places at once. If you have a Halloween party, maybe to attend and things like that. Again, we say that, and we're always saying, please be safe. But if you want to trick or treat, We do have a trick or treat. It's called Truck or Treat going on. It is at the Findlay Toyota Center parking lot. It is Saturday, October 31st, and it is being hosted there from 12 to 3. And there'll be vehicles of first responders, fire trucks, and there's a helicopter there, and police and ambulance, and all of our first responders are big trucks, so that's hence Truck or Treat. Again, they're asking to wear costumes, local businesses will be there. That is a trick or treat event. We'll be there at the Chamber of Commerce with our table. Of course, everybody's going to be separated to keep that social distancing. Again, family units are great together, but, kind of keep it between. But and we're figuring out how we're going to distribute our candy, maybe little plastic gloves or something like that. Big bloody gloves that, give you candy. But we'll be out there on Halloween Day from 12 to 3, Findlay Toyota Center parking lot. Again, Truck or Treat. Another trick or treat event is happening on Sunday, October 25th, the Prescott Valley Farmers and Artisan Market. It's out there every weekend on Sunday from 12 to 8 during the regular market. They're going to have amazing food items, artisan crafts, live music, a costume contest for humans and pets. And my son, who's with me right now, talked me into getting my dog's Halloween costumes.
Oh, so
First
cute.
time ever they have costumes. He decorates his big dog, which is, macho dog, all the time. But now my little dinks are like a unicorn and a dinosaur. But anyway, we'll be there. It'll be fun. And there'll be trick or treat for the kiddos. Again, the Farmers and Artisans Market is located in the Buffalo Wild Wings parking lot, and it is a lot of fun. So they're doing a trick or treat on Sunday. And then last but not least, Halloween night. If you haven't had a Sunday before and a Friday night and a Saturday afternoon, Sunday night, obviously Boo at the Zoo. Heritage Park Zoological Sanctuary is open from 5 to 8:30, and they will be having their Boo at the Zoo. Again, various stations throughout the park that'll have trick-or-treating for the kids, wear costumes, and also it will be a full moon. Lots going on for Halloween. It's going to be the scariest time of the year. Always be safe, wear a mask, have a good time, and happy Halloween. Thank you, Bryce.
Thank you.
See you in 2 weeks.